Well, hello and welcome back to JJ's PC Builds. What you're about to see on Graphics Card Nightmares is this. You're going to see the actual truth of the nightmare of buying a graphics card. So when you go to buy one, I want you to understand fully. I am looking out for you, just to let you know. But without further ado, let's roll this B-roll, and welcome to JJ's PC Builds. Okay, and welcome back from that B-roll. Guess what? This is the second recording I have to do because the first recording I forgot to turn the microphone on. But anyway, let's get to it, shall we? Now what I'm going to do is we're going to start off by pulling up eBay. Alright, so I want you as the consumer to get a good idea of what kind of nightmare you're going to be dealing with. And it's a nightmare, trust me. I mean, oh my God. This is what I have to go through day in and day out. I mean, to look and see what's the best prices that you're going to deal with. Remember, when you buy from eBay, you can buy new. Anything you buy from eBay, you take a chance. Okay? Now, if you buy it from Amazon and you get a warranty, that's fine. If you buy it from eBay, you get a warranty, that's fine. But if you don't get a warranty, that's where you're going to end up screwing yourself. So make sure you get a warranty anytime you buy something. And with used, you're not going to get much of a warranty. I mean, like, if you have problems, eBay has, their rule of when you buy something, they got a certain amount of days to return it and stuff like that, Just, follow that listing. But, like, if, I'm sure, if you're looking for a lightweight graphics card, you got a 1070 here for $140. Me, I wouldn't buy that. I mean, if it was a 1080, then that might be a different story. But, with the 1070 for $129 or best offer, anytime you see a best offer, you can always email the seller and find out, how much are they really willing to take for it. If they're willing to take $100 for it, then this will be $118. Like if you took, they say or best offer, if you say, okay, well, how about $100? Oh, $100 graphics card for 8 gigabytes? That's not too bad. 970, I'm going to tell you, I'm not really fond of, to buy. But it looks like they got 153 sold. For some reason, they're selling these EVA GeForce GTX 970s. Might want to check and investigate the 153 sold and see what kind of reviews that gets. You got $129, you got $132. Okay, a 1660 Ti for $132, you could probably talk the seller down to like $120, and let's say $115 or $110, and then you got the $1640 in shipping. So that would equal you up close to that $132 mark. I could see for a 1660 Ti 6 gigabytes, I could probably see that if it works. See, that's the thing. It's if it works. It's a new listing, and if it's a new listing, then, see, this is the thing. Anybody, and do remember this. Anybody can take and turn around and put reviews, especially themselves, put reviews on their own stuff. 41 items sold. See, that's the thing. With the way people are, it wouldn't put it past me. Oh, look, they got a Strix B550F AM4 motherboard for $109. Wow. See, go through the reviews and look at the reviews. Okay, no thumbs up, no thumbs down. No thumbs up, no thumbs down. Okay. This is a scam. As good as it sounds, sorry, that's a scam. So let's move on. Especially when they're rating their own product. It's what you got to watch for. I mean, there's so much to buying products now these days. It's just ridiculous. And how much you got to look for. You got another 1660 Super for $140. New listing. Anytime you see a new listing, that means that they're just putting it out there. It's just starting out there. So, new listing again, they said 77 product rating. I doubt it with it having a new listing. You ain't going to sell that fast. I mean, truthfully, you're not. 1650 Super, 197. 1660 Ti, 179. I mean, come on. I mean, these prices are just totally insane. GPU prices back a year ago were never like this. Everybody's sitting there saying, oh, they were higher back a year ago or 2 years ago. That's crap, because they weren't. Maybe they're looking in the wrong part of the town, but you know what? I look for the cheapest price possible. You got one for you got a 5600 XT, $139. Buy it now. Usually, if they don't offer or best offer, that means they got a lot of them. So 9 out of 10 chances. When you see a stack like this, usually means they got a warehouse full of stuff that you don't know where it came from. So, or that's just an image. Always go to Google Chrome, look under images, and look for your Radeon 5600 XT and see if you see this in the images. If you know it, then you know you got a scam. So this is where the nightmare comes about. I mean, 2060 Super for $199, 3070 Founders Edition $413. Oh, it's sad to see this. I mean, $320, 1060 in a box for $110 plus $59.30 shipping. Okay, number one, if they're going to sell you a product, they're not going to tell you to pay for the shipping. They're going to say it's free. Okay, if they tell you it's free, then that's a different story. And there's no way I'm going to buy a Quattro. I would never buy one. Moving on down the road, there's this 1060 6 GB for 89 or best offer. Here's one, the 1660 Super GDR6. And this looks used. You can tell this looks used right here. See? Now this is where you do your investigation. See all that dust? Look how much dust is on there. And make sure you look at all the pins, even though it's one-sided. Picture ain't that great, but a picture tells a lot. Especially when, you know, you're looking at all that. And you can tell it's been used quite a lot. And that's how you can tell. It's been used quite a lot. It's got a lot of dust. It's got a lot of scratch marks. You know. And I always investigate it. You see right there that tab where they keep that seal of approval. Look at the tab. It's been doubled up on. That means somebody's opened up the card, and what they did is they put a new tab on top of the old one. Look very closely. See that tab right there? The one with the little circle and the line through it? That card's been tampered with. You can tell it's been tampered with. It's a single 8-pin card. And you can tell by the pins that it's been in and out of systems more than one time. And how I see all that is, I got bifocals on, people. Hello. I look very carefully. So, you know, the card's not in the greatest condition, not for that price. So, 125 bucks. No. Not for a 1660 Super. I mean, you can take a shot on it, but 9 out of 10 chances that card's been overheated and it's been really abused. So that's more or less like, I would say that card right there was probably used for mining. This is the mining card. They got a $139 one. No. I mean, a GT 770, 2 gigabytes GDR5 for $115. No. 1660 Ti with a VGA port. Okay, I want you to think about that really quick. It's got a VGA and a DP port. Okay, look at the cover. That tells you right there it's not a GTX 1660 Ti. Now, this right here is not, this is a special case. You can tell that much. See, this is these people are just throwing cards at you. You just don't even know what it's supposed to look like. But there are sites you can find out exactly what that card's supposed to look like. You know. They got a 2060 right here for $99 of best offer. Let's see what this is about. For parts or not working. Oh, Lordy. Oh, my God. Yeah, it's definitely not working. They took parts out of it. Yeah, they probably burned up the card. Because the screws are not even in the back of it. That's not even worth looking at. Moving on, people, moving on. Let's keep moving on. Let's keep going. See, y'all wanted to see the nightmare of it, and this is the nightmare. Nightmare shopping for a card. You know, I mean, used $750? Really? I mean, it's just completely crazy how they want to do things. You know, I mean, 130 bucks for 4 gigabytes at a 1650? I don't think so. 2080 XC 8 gigabytes, 295. 11 gigabytes GDR5X, 249. No, I don't think so. You know, I would be safer with this card right here for the $28.99. Truthfully, I would, because it's, I mean, you can't get any better than that one. Well, you could. It's a Hewlett Packard card, but moving on down the road, you all pretty much get the idea of what I'm talking about on the nightmare. I mean, you know, looking through all these cards, I mean, we'll go one more row, and then I'll give you my final thoughts down, you know, I'll give you my final thoughts. Like this 1070 for 150 bucks, this 1650 for 170. I mean, 1650 Super for 149. Even a 770 with 4 gigabytes GDR5, $75. I mean, each one of these cards, they're tacking on shipping. And you have to watch that, because if they're going to tack on shipping, you know, and they're not willing to pay the shipping, then that means the card is crap. I can tell you that right now. So if they're going to tack on shipping, you know the card's crap. Well, it could be. You could take your chances and never know what you get. But, you know, I can't see if you're paying close to 200 bucks, why you got to sit there and pay for the shipping. The seller should pay for the shipping. Are they that hard up they can't spend 20 bucks out of their pocket to do the shipping when it doesn't even cost them 20 bucks to do the shipping? Really? That card might cost them maybe 12, 13 bucks to ship. You know, I mean, if you FedEx something, you can get it on a flat rate for 20 bucks. So, you know, but that's overnighted. But anyway, like this 1380 Founders Edition, 10 gigabytes, $620. 1660 Super. See, understand this. From the 20 series and up, you can still get drivers for. But the 10 series and down, you know, I don't think so. Some of them you might, some of them you might not. But on my experience, that, you know, to get updated today drivers for these cards, it's almost impossible, just to first say. But this is pretty much the idea of the nightmare you got to go through. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop it right here and say to you like this. If you're going to buy a graphics card, watch what you buy. If you're just going to get something to get you by, then get something to get you by. Don't buy something that you can't afford. And if you can afford it, then get yourself a 4090. And if you can afford a power supply, get yourself a 1200 watt power supply, 1500 watt power supply. If you can afford it, get yourself a newfangled motherboard. Or, get yourself the the 13th gen Intel processor. You know. But if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. You got to do what you got to do. Basically, I'm the kind of person that's like in the consumer's shoes, see what the consumer's going through. That's the reason why I still got the Ryzen 5 5600G. And it runs just as good or even better as a 10 or a 20 series card, just to say. But anyway, we're getting down on time. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel would be much appreciated. We're still working for 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So the more videos you watch, the better that we get going here. Because it takes all the viewers in the whole to watch all the videos. This way it puts us on the map. We still have to deal with that creator section of YouTube to where we have to take and get certain amount of subscribers and certain amount of views, you know, I mean watch time on the videos in order to go forward and get the full status of creator, which we're working towards, believe it or not. But anyway, y'all have a fine evening. Subscribe right here, and do enjoy the rest of your morning, and be safe and have a great day.